you ever felt sorry for yourself? I'm pretty good at that. I don't know about you, but it's easy to have a little pity party when life doesn't go your way, or when you're just really feeling like you don't measure up to your own expectations, or you're just feeling like you know, life has dealt you a raw deal. One day I was driving around feeling sorry for myself. I don't even remember what didn't go my way that day, but I was having a little Matty Pity party, and going about my schedule, doing some things that I felt like I needed to get done for me and all those things. And then all of a sudden I remembered that I had signed up to bring a friend a meal who had been seriously ill. And my little tiny universe exploded at that very moment. I remember feeling like this dark veil lifted from off me. And all of a sudden there was more than one person in my sad, cold reality. I started thinking about what this friend is going through. Thankful that I could do a little tiny thing to help. Finding empathy replacing self-absorption. And it actually delayed things that I had planned, but I didn't even think about that after a while. I just was focused on making sure that I held up my end of the bargain and got this friend the food they needed because they were sick. And then it came to mind what Jesus said in the Gospels when he said, "If you want to be my follower, you have to deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow me." He said, if you want to save your life, you have to lose it. And if you lose your life for my sake, you're going to find it. It's almost like Jesus, far from just wanting us to live a boring life where we just say no to ourselves all the time and don't get to take the fun shortcut through life that everybody else takes. He's actually showing us the way to have ultimate joy in life, where we're not imprisoned in our own pity parties eternally, where we're not barred in by our brokenness, so that our universe can begin to expand to a God-sized universe. And in so doing, as we lose ourselves in service to God and others, we find ourselves. You might have been at work where you just realized that the time was flying when you were doing that certain thing, or when you were giving a hand to a friend, or when you were operating in an area of your giftedness. Time flies, you were energized when you're done, and you didn't think about yourself at all. And I think that's God's dreams for us. There's nothing more cute than a little kid that isn't trying to impress someone, but just being a little kid. Totally lost in a toy or a tree, or just what kids do. And I think God loves to watch his kids just forget about themselves and get lost in his great creation as we look for ways to bless others. So, get lost. Get lost, not in yourself, but get lost in the great big world that God made in service to God and others.